Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this gorgeous and unusual Bob Ross Friday. I know it's not exactly Friday, it's Saturday, and it is August the 7th, which means that tomorrow, August the 8th, is the new moon in Leo. And it also happens to be the Lion's Gate, which I posted about earlier this week to give you an idea of what to expect. And I hope that you found it helpful, and we're going to kind of go through a ritual tonight so that you can have an idea of what you might want to conduct in your own life. Of course, you can do your own ritual for a new moon, but we'll go through one tonight, and we'll also, since we didn't have Bob Ross on Friday, we'll go ahead and we'll pull a Bob Ross card for this new moon and for this upcoming week and see what messages he has for us. Thank you to those of us who are joining live, sending you so much love. Mwah. Thank you for being here. I have a special guest with me today. This is my gold lion, which always makes me think of that Yeah, Yeah, Yeah song, which I love. Oh, are we back? If you are tuning in live, if you could let me know if we're back. My video keeps going out. I'm not sure what's happening. But it told me that we were paused, and now I think we're reconnected. Okay, yay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So what I was saying, my little gold lion friend is here with us today. And I actually really love that song, and I can hear it playing in my head, that song by the Yeah, Yeah, Yeahs, that Gold Lion song. And if you're familiar with that song, it talks about being told where the light is. And I really feel like that is so fitting for this new moon experience and for this Lion's Gate experience, especially for us creatives, is that this Lion's Gate, this new moon is going to show us where the light is. It's going to tell us where the light is. It's going to remind us where the light is. And where is that light? The Leo light. It's in the heart. It's in the heart chakra. And I feel high heart as well, right here, right between your throat and your heart, because that's the space from which I believe our true creativity is spoken and expressed, is through the high heart, because it requires us to merge our joy, our love, what we find pleasurable, and that brings us joy in our hearts, and also our throat chakras, which challenge us to speak our truth, to become visible. The heart is the bridge across which we take what we've created kind of just for ourselves, and we start expressing it outward and sharing it with the world. So to prepare ourselves for our glorious futures, in which we are sharing our joy and our light with the world, I really feel like this new moon is going to give you the opportunity to release and let go of a lot of the things that have been holding you back from feeling comfortable being yourself, being in your authenticity, creatively, and then expressing that creativity outward. So that's what we're going to do. Our gold lion friend is going to help us. And of course, as always, Bob is going to help us, because Bob loves us. If you're not too familiar with Bob Ross and the work that he did, I think Bob Ross is the quintessential example of a creative standing in their joy and sharing their truth with the world for no other reason than to bring light and love to the hearts of others. And I think it's so noble, and his spirit certainly lives on, and we remember him as someone who showed us that we all have creativity, we all have an artist, that if we're willing to pursue our joy and our creative truth, we can find it within us. So let's go ahead and see what Bob wants to share regarding this new moon and regarding this Lionsgate experience, and then we'll get into some ritual stuff. So again, the new moon is tomorrow. I am well aware that I'm a day ahead. However, it apexes in the morning, which means that if you want to kind of ride that wave at its peak energy, boy, you better wake up early or already have set your intentions the night before, which is usually what I do when a new moon apexes in the morning. I do my ritual the night before. So that way I can really send all of those intentions into my subconscious while I'm sleeping and allow it to integrate even a little bit more before the new moon kind of whisks my wishes away. Yay! I'm so happy for you all who are tuning in live to be here as well. Thank you for joining me. Let's just take a big deep breath. There's definitely some really big shifts happening right now. I've been talking about it in all the other readings that I've done. And I really, really feel like this new moon and this Lionsgate portal are just gonna skyrocket people into their futures should they choose to accept it. And I believe that everyone tuning into this clearly was resonating with the idea of stepping through that portal. So let's see what blessings Bob has for us for this new moon. There we go, there's one. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get another. And I'll just share in just a minute, I know. Okay, now I've seen some of these cards before. However, we're gonna still investigate them, because clearly Bob has a message to share with these. So the first one that we have is this 9 of Spades. It says you have to allow the paint to break to make it beautiful. And I know we've had this card in past readings, and I think what Bob's really talking to with this one is that with any transition, and especially with these energetic opportunity that we have right now, we have to allow those old parts of ourselves that we are no longer interested in perpetuating to let go. We have to let the paint break. We have to allow those things to fall away so that we can emerge anew, so that we can step into our fullest and greatest creative expression. And that too is what makes it beautiful. So it reminds me of the Japanese art form of repairing pottery. And I forget the exact term for it, but it's this idea of reclaiming a broken item and making it even more beautiful by filling in the cracks with gold. Our gold lion, right? And for me, and especially with Leo energy, I feel like as creatives, we are asked to truly accept all parts of ourselves, whether we feel like our past has broken us or there's aspects of us that are unacceptable to either ourselves or others. Our path to healing is the integration and the reunion of all of these parts of us. and to allow those broken pieces of us to come back together and to transform into something very beautiful. Now, there may be some resistance to this because this is a 9 of Spades, which would be a 9 of Swords in the tarot. And that's a card of having, this kind of mental game going on where you feel like you can't rest or you can't relax. You're just worried. You're in this state of anxiety and agony. And maybe you're nervous about what's going to happen next. I feel that for some of you, that you're nervous about I'm doing all this shedding and this growing, and I'm stepping through this portal, and I'm doing these things, and I'm moving into a new stage of my life and my creative journey, but what the fuck is that going to look like? You don't know. You don't know. And I think that Bob is saying, like, let that break. Let the paint break. Just let go. Just let go. Let go. You have to allow the paint to break to make it beautiful. You have to. He's saying, it's optional. He's saying you have to let it break. You have to let the old version of your perspective or version of you, just let it go. Let it go, because there's something better. The other card we have here is a 6 of Diamonds, which says just go out and talk to a tree and make friends with it. Just go out and talk to a tree and make friends with it. And I think that what Bob is trying to say is that there's so much wisdom available to us if we're willing to tap into it. This 6 of Diamonds is a 6 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, and that's such a card of balance, right? Of this giving and receiving in this most balanced and generous way. And I feel like the universe or God or spirit or whatever you want to call it is trying to give us these gifts, give us this opportunity to receive. And it's hard. It can be hard. And we can have a lot of 9 of Spades, 9 of Swords things going on, preventing us from receiving. And I feel like if that sounds like you, one of the greatest things you can do is go return to nature. Because if you talk to a tree, which Bob is suggesting, if you talk to a tree, I think that you will recognize immediately the natural state of abundance that nature is always in. I mean, of course, when humans are fucking things up, right? But we're learning, we're trying, and I pray that we continue to make strides with that. But nature in and of itself is a constant 6 of Pentacles. It's always rebalancing. And we have the opportunity to reclaim that within and of ourselves as well. But we have to make friends with that idea. We have to accept that as a possibility, that our lives could be balanced, that it's possible for us to live a creative life and receive what we need and not have it be this struggle. Can you accept that? Can you make friends with that idea? Or are we still stuck in the 9 of Swords? Like, well, how is that going to happen? And your mind has all these questions, right? And Bob's saying, like, it's simple. Like, look outside your window and you'll see. That is the natural state of being. And it's this 9 of Swords mindset that's keeping you from accepting this 6 of Pentacles balance that is your birthright, that is your natural state of flow. I'm going to get one more. I'm going to get one more because I feel like there's like a piece in the middle of all of this. And there it is, another 6. Another card of balance. And this time, it's a 6 of hearts. This is beautiful. It says anything that you try and you don't succeed, if you learn from it, it's not a failure. Anything you try and you don't succeed, if you learn from it, it's not a failure. So again, as we look back on the way that our life was, that we look back at the way that we handled things or the mindsets that we had that we're trying to let go of, that we're ready to just be done with so that we can step through this portal, so that we can accept our creative destiny and step into that. We may have the tendency to look back on those things and say, oh man, did I fuck it up? All those times, oh God, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to fuck it up again. I just know it. No. Bob's telling you no. Even if you didn't succeed in those past moments, first of all, you tried. And second of all, you learned from it. Look at where you are now. You learned from it. And I always say that, if you're here in this moment breathing, including myself, take a big deep breath, breathe air, and remember that all those times you wanted to turn your back on your creativity, you wanted to kill yourself, you wanted to drown yourself in pills or drugs or hurt yourself or, run away. All of those times you learned from, you survived through, you thrived through. Why? Because you breathing. Breathe again. You are alive. You are embodied right now, which means you didn't give up, which means you're stronger than all that bullshit that you thought was going to take you down. And it didn't. It didn't take you down. Why? Because you are a badass motherfucker. That's why. And you are here for a reason. You are creative for a reason. You have something inside of you that is so powerful that when expressed will explode hearts open, will bring light to third eyes, will awaken the sleeping on this planet. Your art, your truth, your joy has the power to do that. It truly, truly does. That is why Awaken Creators is here to help you, you powerful creative leaders. And you are that. You are becoming that. To remember your truth. And that all of those things that you learned from, those things make you a success. Those things, that's your story. That's your fire. That's your truth. That's what's going to get people to understand, oh, wow, if they could do it, then maybe so can I. And you're doing it. You're absolutely doing it. And I feel like with the 6 of Hearts, I'm not going to translate this into a 6 of Cups. I like the sound of a 6 of Hearts. I like the sound of a balanced heart. Again, with the give and the take. You in your joy, giving out love. Well, first, giving love to yourself by expressing your creativity, by doing what is within you to do, by doing what is within you that you love. Okay, that's the first 3. You manifest that within yourself. And then what does the universe show you reflected out on the outside? that same level of love. Within, without. Okay? That is a Six of Hearts. That is what we are going for. Okay? That is what we want to do. That is why Bob was so successful. It wasn't because he was the best painter in the world. It wasn't any of those things. And who says what best is? Who makes that determination? You understand as artists as much as anyone. This shit is subjective. What one person thinks is art and beautiful and museum worthy, another person thinks is utter bullshit. It has nothing to do with someone's definition of what's good art. It has everything to do with, did it come from your fucking heart? Did you love every second you put into that painting, that writing, that song, that fashion design, that cupcake, whatever you're creating? Did you love it while you were doing it? Put that love into your work, into yourself. You feed yourself with that creative fire. And what, again, does the universe reflect back to you? Love, joy, fire, excitement. People love it. It's truly that simple. Bob tapped into that. And even now that he is gone and passed on beyond this physical realm, we love him. We see his work and we love him because we feel the love from him, the love he gave himself by doing what he loved. So, with that, I'm telling you, this new moon, this lionscape, this shit is powerful. And we are about to just, we are going to just explode. And yes, if you're feeling bodily sensations in any chakra areas, good, because it's clearing. It wants to clear out. It wants you to speak your truth. It wants you to come forward and do the work that your heart, your soul knows you were here to do. Okay. So let's move into some ritual. Again, new moon is tomorrow morning. I like to set my intentions the night before when a new moon is in the morning and kind of seed my sleep with the manifestation I'm calling forward. Now, you can, I don't know, follow along. I guess that'd be kind of weird. You might not have everything you need in front of you, but you can always do your own ritual after this or whatever. But we're here together, those of you who are live and also who are watching in the future, or if you're watching this on Sunday, we'll do this together. So essentially the first step that I'm going to take is I'm going to clear my space, okay? I've already closed my door. I'm in my safe space. This is my little studio office, and I feel very safe. I've got a cozy sweatshirt on. At first, I was like, don't wear a sweatshirt. People will think you're like lazy bones. But it makes me feel comfy, and I feel safe in this. I have no shoes on my feet. My feet are bare feet touching the ground, and that feels really good to me. So whatever you want to do to feel good and safe. But we're going to clear the space, and I'm going to do that with some Palo Santo, and I'm going to do that with my bowl. So I have my little Palo Santo here, which I'm going to burn on my candle. That reading got me all fired up, so now I need to kind of calm down. Calm down just a little bit. And get centered. And I like to get my Palo Santo all over me, every limb, around my feet, everywhere, everywhere. And while we're doing this, we're really just feeling that like clearing away the old version of self that we love. We're not rejecting it, but we're ready to move on. We're ready to allow ourselves to shine bright. So we're going to let that version of self go. We're going to step forward into who we know we truly are, not who we thought we had to be in order to be loved. I'm going to hit my bowl a few times, so if you have headphones on, this might be a little loud, just warning you. Very nice. All right. Then another thing I like to do, and I already have some candles lit, but this is not a commercial, by the way. This is just my real stuff from my meditation room. It's Red Silk Essentials. It's meditation oil. My coworker, like years ago, shout out to Michelle Garibay, she introduced me to this smell, and I was like, oh, that smells like meditation in a bottle. And she's like, yeah, that's what it's called. It just really centers you. So I like to put it on my wrists, and then I can do like a little prayer pose and smell really deeply. Inhale. Not just really like feels like it clears out the lungs, and there's a lot of really grounding smells in that. I think it has like myrrh and frankincense, which are very spiritual scents, but also they feel very grounding to me. And then I have some crystals here with me as well, which I'm going to do another shout out because my man Bo from Stoned Night, and I think there's a number after that, but he'll pop in the comments every once in a while. But Bo has an amazing crystal shop, and I have this beautiful, I think it's a pink kyanite. It's just gorgeous, and this stone is the biggest one I own now, and it just radiates love energy. It's absolutely gorgeous, which is perfect for this Leo new moon. And then this, is it obelisk? Obelisk? I don't know how to say the word, but this is Sunstone. Another really good one for Leo season. And also what Bo taught me is that this stone is actually really good for shadow work, because as the sun, it shines light on shadowy areas in ourselves. So if you are doing any shadow work or journaling, trying to find out why you're blocked creatively or why you can't speak your truth, Sunstone might be a good one for you as well. And then I have some stones here to help me call in higher energies. Selenite always is a good one. Celestite, gotta have my angels nearby. And then some turquoise for my throat chakra. So I think with that, we're nice and clear. And what I'd like to do now is just guide you through a meditation experience. So if you can, either have your feet on the ground, or you could be sitting cross-legged, whatever you're comfortable with. Just take a few deep breaths just to really relax into your body. Relax your face and your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your torso. Relax your legs. Relax your feet. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some deep breaths in and exhale out. And when we inhale, what I would like you to do is I would like you to visualize pulling in white light from the star Sirius, which is attached to this idea of Lionsgate. And you don't have to know where it's located in the sky. Just set the intention that you are connecting to the star Sirius. And you are calling in this light. And it is coming through our solar system into our central sun, our beautiful Ra. And through our sun, it is beaming down into you, through your crown chakra at the top of your head, and down into your heart. Because we're talking about Leo energy, we're talking about creativity, we're talking about the heart, our joy, our love. So as we inhale, we're going to pull this light energy from Sirius to our central sun, into our crown, down into our heart. And when we exhale, we're going to feel that energy field around our heart, 360 degrees, beautiful emerald green light, expanding outwards in all directions. Okay? So let us center ourselves and begin. Deep inhale in from Sirius to our central sun, down into our crown, down into our heart, and exhale out 360 degrees of beautiful, brilliant green light around the heart chakra. And we're going to do it 2 more times. Inhaling in from Sirius to sun to crown to heart. And exhaling out through heart, expanding our love even wider. And again, inhaling in, Sirius to sun to crown to heart. And exhaling out, expanding the love all around us. Now I want you to place your hands on your heart and breathe gently into this space. And we're going to cultivate a sense of glorious divine love. Not just ordinary love that we feel for those around us. Epic love. Unconditional love. Love that sees all of our flaws as brilliant treasures, to be kissed gently, to be held in compassion. We're going to feel that love in our hearts for ourselves and for our creations, for our inner child, and for our future self. You're going to feel that love. And this is a moment where I ask you to add any other intention to this heart glow that you're cultivating. Whatever it is you want to manifest with this new moon, to call in and step into your greatest creative version. Focus on those intentions now. Pull them into your heart. Feel them in your heart. Allow your face to gently smile as you think of these things. That's it. And all of your creative dreams coming true. Visualize yourself living the creative life that you would love the most. Picture yourself doing all of those things you want to do, that you would love to do, that would make your heart sing to do. You don't have to know how or when. Just feel yourself there now. Very good. Very good. And take a moment to send some love to the version of self that you're letting go of at this new moon. Sending that version of self respect, forgiveness, compassionate understanding for having done the best you could. But that you're ready to let go now. You're ready to let the paint crack and allow the new version of you to come through, to shine through. But you couldn't be who you are now without that version of self, so we send it lots of love. Lots and lots of love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to just add in this moment here a wish and a blessing for this planet that we live on, this earth that we experience our reality within. And let's send this earth some love as well, for nourishing us, for giving us food and shelter and water and air. We send love to humanity, to find the love in their hearts for Mother Earth, for themselves, for others. And I pray that we allow ourselves as creatives to live our lives authentically and from the heart, and that in doing so, we inspire others to return to their hearts, to live more gently, to live more peacefully, to live more lovingly on this earth. And as we gather all of this love, all of this beautiful love that we've cultivated now for ourselves, past, present, and future, for this earth and for all of humanity, we're going to send this love, a message of love, back to Sirius with deepest gratitude for allowing it to be so. And here we go. We're going to send that love with a big inhale. And when you exhale, send it all back, out through your crown, out to the central sun, out to the Sirius star. Deep inhale in, again, all that love. Take it all in. And exhale it all out through the crown, to the sun, to Sirius. One more time. Breathing in all that glorious love all around you. Nice and slow and deep. And sending it back through the crown, to the sun, to Sirius. And just breathing gently now, you can drop your arms down to your side. Knowing that as you speak it, as you will it, as you know it to be so in your heart, so it shall be done. And there we go. You might feel a little spacey, a little floaty. It's okay. Just take a few more moments to breathe, to ground, to come back to your body. And before you click off or move on with your evening, I invite you to, in this moment, in this gentle moment where you are returning back to your body, to see yourself either visualize, or you can physically act it out if you would like, stepping through a doorway, through a portal, stepping over a threshold. I urge you and encourage you to do something symbolic or, again, physical to signify that moving on and releasing. So I'm going to visualize mine in this moment. I'm going to visualize myself walking through a beautiful golden gateway. And just opening those doors. And finally allowing myself to be seen. My heart to be central in my life. My creativity to matter to me. You may do the same, or when you leave the room that you are in, take a moment to breathe before you walk through that door and know that that version of yourself that you came into this evening with is gone, and you are ready. You are ready to be the awakened creator that I know you truly are. All right. I could probably sit here and talk to you all night long because I love you so much. But we do have to part, and I think Instagram puts a limit on this stuff anyway. So I'm going to bid you adieu. And if this video was too long, I'll have to pop it over on YouTube for the rest of you to watch. But I just want you to know that I love you so much, and I believe in you, And I cannot wait to see what magnificent things you create, especially the version of you that you create by being your most authentic and beautiful, perfect, magnificent, lovely self. So, from this gold lion to this gold lion to your inner gold lion, we say, rah, go get 'em. We love you so much. New moon blessings to all of you. Bye-bye. Thank you.